It is Gaia. I go by Gaia now, by the way. And I just put it closer. I'm filming this video finally, long time no speak, but I wanted everybody to know that I'm doing very well. I ended up quitting my job and moving to Brazil with my cat. I actually brought my cat here first earlier this year. That was the first step. And after that, I went back to Canada to get the courage to quit my job and rent my house out. Anyway, it was the best decision I made. Now my life is filled with adventures and joy and spontaneity, and I finally felt these waves of happiness rush over me where I feel free, and there's nothing I absolutely have to do right now, and I can just enjoy life. And basically I spend my days meditating, practicing yoga, and making food and appreciating nature and my surroundings. And sometimes I have to go to town to get things or resolve some things on the internet, and that's about it. Co-creating with my new friends, my new tribe that I've found here. And I'm so glad I took this leap of faith. You know, earlier this year I was sitting around in my house in Canada and looking around and asking myself, why am I still here? And I know that I want to be in Brazil, and then I realized it wouldn't be possible for me to have everything sorted out for me to make the move, which is what I was waiting for. I was waiting to have everything sorted out in order for me to make this move. And then I remembered, hang on a second, that's not possible. If I'm going to wait for everything to be resolved to make this move, I'm going to be waiting my whole life. And I remembered it's time for me to take a risk and trust life and have faith in life, which is what ayahuasca taught me. Have faith, trust, it's all going to work out. Everything works out in the end. There's a peacock making his noise. He's hanging out with me every day. It's really special to be practicing yoga with a peacock every day. So many animals here. I started out in Minas Gerais in Brazil, a beautiful place in the mountains. I'm renting a house there, a stone house by the river. It's gorgeous. And my cat's there. And I left him there. Somebody's taking care of him. He's doing great. I ended up coming to the northeast of the country, back to Pernambuco. I really like it here, and the story is getting so wild. I don't even know where to begin sometimes to explain it, but basically I met somebody in the other state that invited me to his place here, and I like it here, and now I'm here, and I'm thinking about settling here and building and growing roots here, and things are just flowing for me, and I feel good. I feel relaxed. I'm speaking slower. I don't need any of those medications that the doctors prescribed to me in Canada. I'm taking care of the foods that I'm eating and building up my strength to put myself out there and share my medicine with the world. And one of the biggest elements in my healing journey actually has been community and finding like-minded people who see me for how I am and love and appreciate me just as I am, and understand that each person has their own unique process to go through things, and at the end of the day we are all actually brothers and sisters and can learn to love each other even through the hard times, even if something happens where it's maybe not as nice as we would like. At the end of the day, we're all brothers and sisters, and when we start treating ourselves and others with kindness, this is what makes the world a better place. So I am here in Brazil, even though people say it's dangerous, it's violent, all that stuff. Yes, that stuff exists, but you don't have to be near that, and you can make choices to shield that stuff away from you in your life. And a lot of it has to do with our thoughts, the things people tell us, and what we choose to believe. So when we can ground in our own safety and cultivate that in ourselves and our surroundings, this makes a really big difference. And trust and have faith that it will work out. So I'm here with the animals, with the nature, eating better food, which is a huge element in my healing journey as well. Food is also medicine. When we learn to eat better foods and take better care of ourselves, our bodies respond accordingly. I've been practicing yoga. I take about like 3 hours per day of self-care time, which involves like maybe 2 hours of yoga. I like to go really slow and take my time and really be with my body and not rush and let go of the to-dos and the shoulds, and it's been really helping me. Even though I take a long time, you know what? I like to take my time. And once I surrender to that fact that I like to take my time, well, then I'm just enjoying taking my sweet time. And I've had these waves of happiness rush over me where I just can't stop smiling. It feels like I've taken MDMA or something. I'm just so high off of life. So, proof that it is possible to get high off of life, okay? And that's why I felt compelled to make this video, because it's been a while that I haven't made a video, and I wanted to share some of this positive energy that I've cultivated here with the world, because I know the world needs more positive energy. So it is possible, it is inside you, it's possible as well. Watch out for the things you eat, the things you watch, the things you think and believe, the people you hang out with, the things you speak. All of these have power, and we all have the capacity to heal ourselves. So our lives are based on the choices we make, the beliefs we choose to believe, and the choices that we make. So I made some big choices, took some risks. I'm technically unemployed right now, and you know what? I am happy at last. And you know what? Don't have to spend hardly much money to be happy. And I'm in a place where I can grow food on the land if I want, and I realize that the warmer the climate is and the closer I am to nature, the less stuff I need. Like, even clothes start to become irrelevant, even shoes start to become irrelevant. Everything in this climate starts to become irrelevant because it just kind of melts and gets hot and sticky, and like nature just provides everything you need anyway. So you can live a lot simpler, sleep in a hammock, and yeah, I'm doing all right, I gotta say. And it's become harder for me to have these conversations on the phone with like society stuff, like banking and like investments and stuff. Yes, there's a time and a place for that, but it's become harder and harder for me to have those kind of conversations. I just feel so detached from that reality now, to the point that even going to cities feels like going to like a zombie apocalypse, where it's just so weird that it's just such a weird existence. And yeah, I found my home in nature, reconnecting with myself and my nature, my inner nature, and every day a little bit better. So thanks for watching this video. I guess that's all I have to say for now, but I would love to hear from you as well, and I would like to share more of my journey. One of my friends recently told me, let yourself shine. And I needed to hear that, because a lot of times I feel kind of like shy or embarrassed to shine and share stuff, because I don't want to be like bragging or showing off. But we are all allowed to shine, and let yourself shine. And I came into the sunlight actually to shine even brighter on this video. So there. I hope somebody got something out of this video. Yeah, take that leap of faith. Live a life without fear. Follow your heart. Our hearts guide us. My heart got me to this wonderful tribe of friends and family here in the northeast of Brazil, and things just keep getting better and better. And like, oh my God, I just wish I took the leap sooner, because I was wasting so much time at a desk, miserable, popping pills, just to try to pretend to be okay. And more people are following that route, and it's like it's not okay. It's not healthy. I used to take ADHD medications when I wanted to push myself hard. Now I just rest when I'm not feeling it. And you know what? The depression was a huge indicator that I wasn't happy where I was. And now that I found community and followed my heart, well, no time for depression anymore. So yeah, I'm blessed, and I guess that's it for now. Don't be afraid, you guys. Everything's gonna work out. Trust. Trust life. It's okay to trust life. It's okay to follow your heart. You have magic to share with the world. Be brave. You know what you gotta do. I know you've seen probably a lot of other videos telling you this as well. There's so much more to life than just waking up and going to work and paying bills. So much more. In fact, there exists lifestyles where you don't need to pay all those bills and you don't need to work. So it really depends on what you choose to believe and how you want to live your life. So go design your life.